If you are just getting into men's fashion and you have no idea where to start, today I'm going to be going over everything. Because I completely understand the feeling of getting into men's fashion, having no idea where to start. I remember when I was younger and I first got into it, I would always look at the way other people dress and I thought it was so clean and I wanted to dress exactly like them, but I had no idea where to shop. I had no idea what type of clothing I should be buying. So today I'm going to be going over 5 style tips that you need to know so that way you can get into men's fashion the proper way. Alright, so the first tip that I can give you so you can start getting into men's fashion is sticking to the more essential colors. Now pretty much what I mean by essential colors is colors that will go with anything. So I'm talking about colors like black, white, gray, charcoal, navy, even a dark red will look good as well. These 6 colors are really versatile, so you can pair them with any other color and they're going to look good. Especially if your wardrobe is made up of these colors, most pieces that you're going to want to wear, if you have them in these colors, they're going to look good together. So for example, one thing that I used to do a lot when I first started getting into men's fashion was wearing some black jeans and a white shirt, and no matter what type of jacket I wanted to throw on top, it was going to look good because like I said, black and white, literally any color will go with those. So if I wanted to throw on a yellow flannel on top of it, it was going to look good. If I wanted to throw on a denim jacket on top of it, it looked good. Literally anything is going to look good on the colors black and white. So that's definitely a good place that I recommend starting off as well. Just don't get into that little rabbit hole of your entire wardrobe just being black and white. That's a mistake that I used to do. Trust me, it does get boring. So that's why experiment with other colors. But if you're just starting off mainly with the colors navy, a gray looks nice, and some dark red, colors like that you could experiment with. And trust me, all these colors look good on pretty much anybody. So if you're worried on what type of colors look good on your skin tone, these are a good place to start off. The next tip that I can give you is always having accessories in hand, so that way you could be ready to upgrade any outfit. Now when it comes to accessories, most people have no idea which ones they should get, let alone where they should get them. And that's exactly why today's video sponsor comes in so clutch. I decided to partner with Cernucci, and that's exactly where I've been getting all the chains and necklaces that I've been wearing. And let me tell you, Cernucci has pretty much everything, especially the accessories that I really recommend that you should get. So things like rings, necklaces, chains, even some bracelets. These 4 are pretty much the essential ones that I recommend that you start off with, and later on you can branch out to more things. But either way, Cernucci has everything. So the necklace that I'm wearing right now, this is a pendant necklace that I picked up from Cernucci, but I'm also a really big fan of chains. I'm also a big fan of bracelets, and like I said, some rings. These things can make your outfit go a long way, so that's why I really recommend that you pick some up. And I remember when I wanted to get into accessories, the main thing that held me back was the price point, but that's why Cernucci comes in clutch so much, especially right now. If you're watching this video early on from the 18th to the 24th, they're having a sale right now. So if you pick up 2 or more things right now, you're going to get 25% off your order, which makes it even more affordable than it already is. Or if not, on the 25th through the 31st of October as well, they're having a Halloween sale, so it's going to be buy one get one free. So again, just as affordable. So if you want to check out Cernucci, I'm going to be leaving the link in the description. It's going to be the top link on there, so that way you can pick up some new accessories that is going to upgrade any outfit. But anyways, the next tip that I'm going to be giving you is plain clothes look better than anything else. So forget about trends, forget about what your friends are wearing. The plain essential clothing is going to be your best friend when you're first getting into men's fashion. So I'm talking about things like plain hoodies, plain essential t-shirts, sweatshirts, anything like that. When you're walking into a store, that should be the first thing that you're going to be checking out. Now me personally, I have always been more of a fan of plain clothing than like the more trendy, more graphic clothing, just because in my opinion it looks a lot more cleaner and it looks a lot more nicer, and also it's way more easy to style. If you have all these graphics and logos on your clothes, you're going to be worried about cross branding, you're going to be worried about like the different colors on the logos and stuff. But when it comes to plain essential clothing, all that stuff really doesn't matter. You're just focused on the color of the piece. So that's exactly why I recommend plain essential clothing more, way more than like logos or anything like that, especially when you're first getting into men's fashion. One thing that really bothers me is when I walk into a store and literally every single type of clothing that they sell has a logo on it. So some good places that I recommend to shop from are going to be places like Uniqlo and H&M. These 2 stores are really affordable and they sell a lot of pieces that don't have any logos on it. Especially Uniqlo, that's exactly where I go to kind of pick up more minimal clothing. So I definitely recommend starting there if you have no idea where to shop. Because like I said, when I first started, I had no idea where to shop. I still tried shopping at the same places that I did before. I felt like I couldn't find any nice clothing. So pretty much my top 3 places that I recommend, like I said, Uniqlo and H&M. Also, another place you could check out if you're not into like in-store shopping, if you like shopping online, I would definitely recommend ASOS. because they sell pretty much everything. So right now, just check out those 3 places, find what you like, and that way you can pick it up. So that way you can start getting into men's fashion right away. Anyways, the 4th style tip that I can give you to instantly dress better is start taking care of your clothes more. Now, pretty much what I mean by this is now that you're into men's fashion, now you definitely have to be more cautious, especially if you're wearing some white clothing and you're kind of eating something messy. Be more careful with anything that can stain your shirts, especially if you're investing in some more high quality pieces. You definitely don't want stains on those. Now, besides all that, another thing that I can tell you is know when it's time to throw out your clothes. Now, I've been a victim of this as well. I have had t-shirts or any type of clothing in the past that I tried to hold on for as long as possible, but you just get to a point where you know you have to throw something out, that even though if you really like it, if the color's all warped and it's out of shape, at that point in time, you should definitely be looking at some new clothes. Or if you have a stain on your shirt that you think nobody's gonna notice, promise you, people notice. So just throw anything like that out. Like I said, invest in some new high quality pieces so that way you could carry them on for a longer period of time. And then the 5th style tip that I can give you is always being clean. That pretty much ties into what I mentioned earlier, but some more tips about that is ironing your clothes. Now, ironing your clothes is something so simple, yet it goes such a long way, because wrinkles definitely kill your outfits, I promise you. I feel like most people don't think it does, but it definitely does. Now, I have fallen victim of the same thing, of being too lazy to iron your clothes and just decided to throw it on. I felt like people weren't gonna notice, but again, people do notice these kinds of things. And like I mentioned earlier as well, the little things in men's fashion really do go a long way. So as long as your shirts are clean, there's no wrinkles on them, they're still in shape, and you're sticking to the basic essentials in men's fashion, you should be just fine when it comes to getting into men's fashion. Again, this is something that you really shouldn't overthink, but this is definitely a huge step, so just stick with it. I promise you, you're gonna feel a lot better. Men's fashion is definitely what helped me gain a lot more confidence, so I hope that it could definitely do the same for you. And if you haven't subscribed already in this channel, I pretty much simplify men's fashion, so if you want to subscribe, here's a button for you to do that right here. And if you want to learn more right away, here are a few videos that I think could really help you out. But anyways, other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the